Welcome, everyone. Happy February. Today, we're going to dive into a simple but powerful strategy for making the most out of your day: prioritization. By the end of this video, this session, you should have some actionable steps to identify what really matters for you, focus your energy, and how to use your planner to stay on track. It's pointless to have this planner if you aren't going to use it. So get your planner out, have it in front of you, and come here each month to learn different strategies to be able to use it to work smarter, not harder. So our focus today is using your planner to focus on what matters most. Why? First of all, why is prioritization so important? Well, it's the secret to reducing overwhelm, right? Staying focused. When you know what's really important, you align your daily actions with your long term goals and you prevent procrastination. It's not about doing everything, it's about doing the right thing. Have you ever felt so overwhelmed with the list of things that need to be done that you end up with analysis paralysis or just a paralysis of overwhelm where you look at your list and say, forget it, I'll do it all tomorrow? This is simply a mistake or a challenge in finding out and prioritizing what is most important for you to be working on and eliminating all those extra things that maybe aren't important right now. So the goal today is to create clarity and prevent procrastination, ensure your alignment with your long-term goals, and reduce that overwhelm so that you're doing the right things, not trying to do everything. Let's talk about the top 3 to 5, the power and how this strategy is a game changer. So narrowing your focus to just 3 to 5 tasks each day, you're going to avoid decision fatigue. You're going to create momentum. Okay. Completing just these 3 to 5 things gives you a sense of accomplishment at the end of the day. It keeps you moving forward. These 3 to 5 things can be anything. And sometimes it's going to be one thing because it's a huge project that might take you 5 or 6 hours or days. But sometimes you have smaller tasks that you can get 3 to 5 done. And if your focus is 3 to 5 things, you will move forward so much faster and more efficiently and effectively than if you're focusing on 20 things every day and getting nothing done. At least this way, you're checking things off the list. So focus on just 3 to 5 key tasks, avoiding your decision fatigue, keeping you on track, building momentum as you accomplish important tasks. So here's what we're going to do. Identifying your 3 to 5 priorities starts with asking the right questions. So you're going to ask yourself these questions each day. What aligns with my big picture goals? Making sure that the things you're doing on your list each day, they align with the bigger picture. What absolutely has to be done today? And then what will have the biggest impact on my progress? So an example might be completing a project milestone, self-care activities, or making an important phone call. What things do you have to have on your list in order to align with your big picture goals? What has to be done that day? And what will have the biggest impact on your progress? Your planner is your best friend when it comes to prioritization. Your planner should never be one of the things on the list. It should be an everyday priority, morning and probably night. I look at my planner about 55 times a day. Write your top 3 to 5 tasks in a designated section, the top of our planner, that top section. And then use color coding or symbols to highlight, the things that are most important if you need to, or to block them into what you're going to do. You can schedule time blocks for these tasks throughout the day so that you have like a 2-hour time period where you're going to work specifically on each one. However you need to do that, use this planner for that process. Now I write my 5 things, my 3 to 5 things at the top of the page. And then I always, let's go to the next page and let's talk about the next page. I'm going to give it all away here. We have an 80-20 rule, which is work smarter, not harder. This is called the Pareto principle. It teaches us that 80% of our results come from just 20% of our effort. Your job is to identify the 20% of high impact tasks and then prioritize them over less important activities. So this way you're working smarter, not harder. When you're looking at your 5 things, what I do is I look at my 5 things and I ask myself, Which of those is a 20%er? Which one of those 5 do I have to do first? And it's the one typically that is going to bring about the most results in my life. So I'm going to do the most important thing very, very early and first so that it doesn't get bogged down by the rest of my day. And then if I don't finish all 5 things by the end of the day, I'm just going to move them to the next day. It's okay. Sometimes they have to happen that day. I'm going to look at the thing that's going to get the most outcome. So let's practice. Start with a brain dump. Write down everything that's on your mind that you might need to get done. And then I want you to sort these tasks into 3 categories. And you can do this by highlighting things or whatever. Use 3 different color highlighters, whatever. Your must-dos, your should-dos, and your could-dos. And then choose your top 3 to 5 must-dos and write them in your planner for tomorrow. So pause the screen and do that right now. Here's how we stay on track. First of all, I want you to start with your hardest or your most important task. Like I said, pick that 20%er that gets 80% of the effectiveness out of your life. Or you can do what's called eating the frog. Eating the frog means nobody wants to eat a frog, right? So you're going to do it quick and you're going to do it early and you're going to do it fast, right? Eat that frog means it's something that you don't always want to do. It's the hardest task. Sometimes it's not something that brings you joy, but it has to be done. And so you just get it out of the way early. Eat that frog. It's a concept that you get those things out of the way early. And then you want to limit distractions by creating a focused workspace. Turn off your phone, close your door, whatever that may look like for you. For me, it's a Pomodoro technique, setting a timer for 25-minute increments and working for 25 minutes while I don't look at my phone and I don't listen to the email and I don't listen to the dings on my social media. But I work straight through for 25 minutes. And then for 5 minutes, I check all those things real quick and I walk around and I move my body and I get circulation. And then I come back and I do another 25. Don't forget to check off tasks as you complete them. That little check mark, y'all, I don't know about y'all, but those little check marks, those little highlights of those things as I finish them, I feel so accomplished. It makes my day. Let's talk about common pitfalls though. Are you overloading your list? Yes, I do. I do it every day. I do it all the time. I can teach this. I have not been able to follow through with this yet, but I want you to try to stick to just 3 to 5 priorities. Are you distracted? Schedule focused work periods, Pomodoro technique, or other options. Are you procrastinating on important tasks? You can, 1, eat that frog, or 2, break those large tasks into smaller steps. Make them more manageable. So let's talk about how can prioritizing your top 3 to 5 improve your daily activity, your daily productivity. So how can that improve? Think about it. Think about for you. How can prioritization improve your productivity? And then share your thoughts in the comments below. And your takeaway I'm hoping for you is that consistency with prioritization builds momentum towards achieving your goals. So I want to thank you for watching this video. I hope that this planner is bringing a lot of clarity and prioritization and organization to your life. I encourage you to write down those 3 to 5 priorities every day this week and test it out and see how it works for you and work on just those things before doing anything else and see how it works. Keep practicing because small, consistent steps lead to big results, and don't hesitate to share your progress or reach out if you need support. So my hope for you is that you go make this week productive and meaningful. I'll see you next month.